Show me the on the show. Text me.
Yo, yo, Pachi. Fix the title, bro. Where you have the title?
All right, people. Sorry about that. Had the wrong title up on the stream. Didn't know that. We made a mistake in that area, so I had to fix it. Yeah. So welcome back to Unseen Sports TV and El Futuro Sports. We are here to dissect, to go through the game that played yesterday. Yeah, man. Last night at 5 o'clock. You understand me, people? The game last night. Yeah, man. Mr. Meeks, you have played it's something in the background.
Yeah, it's out now.
All right. And anyway, people, so I'll go straight night and just about, ask Mr. Mix, how are you doing, sir? Is everything okay on your side? Ready to analyze the game and so on, because I know you have a lot of things to say about the on the more pleasant side of it. And you have some positive things to talk about them as well and where they can improve. And also the Cavaliers team, you know, a depleted Cavaliers team with most of the youngsters coming up in the ranks now. All right. How are you doing, sir?
I'm not bad, I'm not bad. I think we should look at the transfers for the various teams as well
Yeah, the transfers for the various team as well
before we
is
dissect the Mount Pleasant performance and the game yesterday.
all right. So first in the comment section, fix your title and say, yeah, man, fix it. The flowers are distracting you. Look like a screensaver. So the flowers are distract me. Oh man. Yo, unseen. What do you think, the brother, what you promised 12 hours ago? Bro, me tell you, say, we transfer me as anything, man. The file them big. Bro, you can download it off from my YouTube channel. Just download it off for the Cavaliers YouTube channel, bro. God. Me I said anything from last night and I don't know it no reach. You even know if it's sent. I'm gonna try again still, but you can download it, bro. Download the extension of Save from Net, BAM Sport. Download the extension Save from Net and just go on. That me do most of the time, because the we transfer thing and them thing, bro, they take a year for send anything across. Big up yourself, Mario Russell. Big up yourself. I gotta dissect the match today, man. But we are going to some JPL transfer news. You understand me? We are going straight night now.
So you should tell me the first team that you think had the best window. Which team you think had the best window?
I think Mount Pleasant, went in the window and they really, go and select players. I don't know if it's the right players for the system the coach wants to play. If we're gonna grade them based off of last night performance, all the pointers would say that, hey, not the best, not the best buy in my opinion. But it's the first game of the season. We can't really beat the coach or the person who in charge of select, getting the players in. have to give them a little time. And it's just football, you know. It's new. It's a new thing. New coach, new coaching staff. Well, most of them. Um, it's new, so give them a little time, and it's fair to give them a little time. You know, one of the things though that they need to know, Mumpers that need to know about and personnels there is that they need to listen more while and stop behaving like they are the best in the country. Alright.
All right, so tell me the names of the players who are at Mount Pleasant, who was
All right.
transferred.
So we have here Kadile Irving, right? Kadile Irving,
That's the left
another
back from
JPL
Cavaliers.
transfer shocker between last season finalists. He's 25 years old. Irving joins Mount Pleasant Football Academy from a Cavaliers football club on a permanent transfer. You understand me? Irving has been at, you know, Cavaliers for decades at all levels. Played, I think, 153 games. Record 3 goals for Mount Pleasant for Cavaliers. 3 goals for Cavaliers. Irving was the captain of the Cavaliers last season when they won the JPL and was also a member of the team that won the title in 2021. He is set to join another former Cavaliers team at the St. Ann based club. He will also face his former club in the CONCACAF Club Championship with both teams joining Group A in the tournament. All right, so that is one. Um, that is one transfer there. We also have Ming, you know, one of the best centre back at Cavaliers. You know, he joins Mount Pleasant as well, 25 years old. And this is one big transfer. This is a transfer that I think I didn't know that Speed would, you know, really, you know, let him go like this. I guess the money is right, in my opinion, because they're big money transfer, you know. Just that we don't know all of them. This is a big money transfer between Ming and Mount Pleasant. Big money transfer. All right. All right. Andrew Vanzi after Chapelton's Maroon. Um, Kavi, newly
But
promoted chief.
hold on, before you go to that Mount Pleasant got some overseas based players. Could you tell
Okay.
us
I
about?
can't just run like that, so I have to go through what I see in front of me like this. So we soon go to them. I'm gonna reach them and talk about them.
All right.
So Andrew Vanzi, newly promoted team Chapter Maroons are in the transfer market for the first time this season. They have acquired national midfielder Andrew Vanzi from Umberland FC and a permanent transfer for an undisclosed fee. Vanzi is an experienced player in our local league where he has played 134 games, recording 26 goals, as well as 5 games in the. Well, on the people in the comment section, I'm reading no comment, or in yourself. Yeah? I'm reading no comment, man. Yeah. So Andrew Vanzi is off to Chapelton Maroons. All right. Now, Kylie Avery joins Cavaliers. I think it's a deal come with Ming, and he's at Cavaliers. You know, last season he never get out a game. Mr. Meeks is a Trinidad and Tobago national midfielder, national player for Trinidad and Tobago as well. Formerly Kansas City MLS Academy, and he is now in Cavaliers ranks. He is going to be a player to watch in this JPL and also the CONCACAF League. So let's move on. Also, the coach from Trinidad and Tobago goalkeeper coach is at Mount Pleasant, Joshua Lam, as a technical staff, and he is the goalkeeper coach there. All right. Montego Bay United FC has acquired 26-year-old central midfielder Romare Smith and a permanent transfer from Treasure Beach FC for an undisclosed fee. Last season, Smith scored 3 goals and had 1 assist in 19 games for Treasure Beach, who were relegated after 1 season in the nation's top flight competition. Move again. All right. Another JPL transfer, Shaka. as Mount Pleasant Football Academy acquired 23-year-old reggae boy central defender Jashan Anglin and a permanent transfer from Harborview FC and an undisclosed fee. Anglin has represented the first five-time Premier League champions 85 times, recording 5 goals and 1 assist. He also had a small stint in the USL Championship with Miami FC. So, he's regarded as one of the best stadium in the country, right, Meeks? 5 goals, 5 assists, 85 games. Four-time JPL champions Montego Bay United FC has signed Jamaican-born midfielder Daniel Zanes to their roster from the 2020-25 season Jamaica Premier League. Zane will be making his debut in the JPL this season. However, prior to that, he played for Connecticut College in the NCCA Division 3 competition where he played 37 games. Right? 37 games. We'll go up on this or something. And record 3 goals and 2 assists in 3 years. No, them stats sound so appealing. Yeah, that's how it is. Them stats not sound appealing. Zakia Wilkes gone to Waterhouse. Waterhouse FC has went into the market and bought Zakia Wilkes from Dunbowling, 23-year-old player, the centre back, and he's now at Waterhouse FC. All right, next, a fine player now. Mount Pleasant Football Academy has acquired 25-year-old Panamanian midfielder Jonathan Cesena and a permanent transfer from Club Deportivo Areba Unido from Panama First Division. Cesena played 81 professional games, regarding 13 goals and 1 assist. Prior to joining Mount Pleasant FA, he has represented the likes of. No, I see them information. But anyway, we'll move on. Bigger Thompson gone at Capital Maroons as the head coach. People, yeah, man. He was at Umberland with Coach Price. He's now on his own as an head coach at Capital Maroons. Let's see what Bigger Thompson will do and what he has learned and how he will apply his knowledge onto the players and what type of football will see Chabatans come out with. There will be more Caribbean players in the JPL this season. A 22-year-old defender Jordan Brito joins Montego Bay United FC and a permanent transfer from Antiguan Premier League club Grenadines. Brito is a former Trinidad U17 player and recently represented Grenadines, who went to the CONCACAF Caribbean Shield final where they lost in the finals to Arnett Garden. They have qualified from CONCACAF Club Championship where they will compete in Group B. So Montego Bay cash in on this player from Grenadines, a team from Antigua Premier League. Sorry. Philip Williams, got Donovan Sigri at Dunbowling now. I think it's a loan move. It's a loan move from Mount Pleasant. So Donovan Sigri is a loan move, 27-year-old, and he is now with Philip Williams at Dunbowling. Your ball of the mix. Lima Academy captain central defender Damian Sewell joins 5-time JPL winner Harborview FC and a permanent transfer for an undisclosed fee. So Damian Sewell will be back in the JPL and he will be playing at Harborview.
I thought he would be at Mobile.
There's some other yeah, I think him not do well at Mobile. Next shocking one now. According to a report, the U20 defender Tariq Zimin is expected to join his high school coach and many-time JPL champion Portmore from Circle Brugge on a permanent transfer. Now they're big. So we'll see what Zimin is in the league. Portmore try to put together a good young squad. Yeah. Zane Pinnock is at Portmore as well. Former Phoenix player. Zane Pinnock is at Portmore.
Hold on. Zimenez now have a contract with agreement with Mount Pleasant. Another class.
I don't know about that. Dumbold FC is in the transfer market again as coach Philip Williams continued the project. 22-year-old attacker Nakil Wright joins Dumbold FC on a loan from Cavalier FC. Wright is as a talented attacker, player who has represented Cavalier Garden in 44 times in nation top flight, recording 4 goals in the process. So Nakil Wright is at Dumbold. Philip Williams went for him. Yeah. So that is what's up in the transfer market so far. People listen out for more. Big up Bomb Sports. Bomb Sports doing some real work, people. JPL, Military Guna, all the persons and when in the YouTube space we are putting the work in the transfer market, pick up on yourself. Yeah. The computer I read from Bram Sports, it's difficult. So may I say? Shavan, every time you come with that something about Shavan. Shavan, me do what I want to do, Shavan. If you don't like it, then I have to watch it, brother. Shavan, unseen sports running thing when you want to run it. El Futur run thing when you want to run it. You run your thing when you want to run it. If me don't want to have stage preference or media preference, I'm good, brother. Anyway, come over. Bomb Sports, I use the laptop and I don't know if to scroll up the thing, the Instagram thing on the laptop. You understand what I say? So that's the problem. When I have the information, them, some of just read them, could read and so on. The main points are at the front of the thing though. Good thing I write it like that. Yeah? Alright, cover me. So I went to the transfer. Which one of them shock you? There's Mount Pleasant got a waiting them still, Mount Pleasant got a Cameroon centre forward.
Did he play yesterday?
Yeah man, he came on and played yesterday.
This big thick bulldozer.
Oh god.
Anyway, what's happening with Veer? Veer Phoenix. Yeah, I'm particularly interested in that project because I think Craig Butler, whether we like it yes or no, Craig Butler is one of the smartest footballing mind in Jamaica, in my opinion. So it would be interesting to hear what's happening at Veer Phoenix. And then you have Lenny Hyde as a part of the coaching. That should be interesting.
Well, I'm not sure at this moment. I have no information on what is going on. I'm going to say one transfer. The left back, who was at Mount Pleasant, he's a left or right back. He's back at Veer. I know that Mr. Butler will carry his players, his young players there to play. So let's see the mixture how they put together their team. One thing I know for sure that team will be fit and ready to run and play football. So you have to just beat them. You have to just be better than them and beat them.
Fit and ready?
Yeah.
And not technical.
Well. One thing I know about Phoenix players, they are technical. They are technical and full of skills.
Mm.
Watching most of them from they are small, coming right up. I can't tell them Cavi. Technical and skill is Butler's go-to trademark when they come and you look at a player.
So let's talk about the game yesterday. What is your opinion in relation to the game yesterday?
Before Mr. Meeks, like I could tell you that Cavaliers is the better team based on where they're at in this competition and the experience that Mr. Speed have in this competition. I could tell you that hey, Cavaliers would be on the front foot from the game started, and I also predicted a two goal victory for Cavaliers. One of the reasons why I look at it like that. I had a midfield battle between, Claudio, Joshua and Anglin. I could name the midfield for Mount Pleasant that would start the game. Jashan Anglin, you have, Claudia Ferreira, you also have Alex Marshall. Now, I thought it would be a midfield battle, but then when I look at Cavaliers would just sit back and allow them to move the ball across them and so on and shift the ball to the wide areas and not allowing them to, use combination play to go through the middle of the park. So I don't think it was a lot of midfield battle, although in the middle of the park, Cavaliers won a lot of the balls there. Cavaliers, Mompes and turned over the ball 11 times. You understand me? 11 times. And, Cavaliers used those balls to their advantage and played the long ball over the top, which, equal out into goals and penalty. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people don't want to give him a flowers because I said that Mount Pleasant, Cavaliers would win that game by 2-0. So for me, Mr. Meeks, Mr. Meeks, when I look at the pre-game press conference and I listened what Harold was saying, I could then identify the weakness that Mount Pleasant is facing. Just listening is very important. I wish coaches. I'm going to start to do some videos where coaches can learn from these stuff, like press conferences and stuff like this. Is very important for you to sit and listen what these coaches has to say. And players, some of the time they speak about their weaknesses there, and you can use that as your advantage. Coach Harold said that he was trying to put it in a sense where it is okay where he's at, but I know for sure that it wasn't okay. All right, he talked about the gelling Cavi mix, right? And he said that the team will play where they are now, like the level that they are now, they will play and they'll go out there and do their best. When it comes to gelling, it could have been better and it could have improved. So there and then, Cavi Mix, I said to myself, hey, this team, when it comes to combination players, sharp movements, quick movements, moving the ball fast, they won't have it in this game. And that is the key ingredients to be Cavaliers. If you don't have that sharp movement in the middle of the park and on the wing and that combination play, rather than looking for the individual brilliances of your wingers most of the time, or somebody to come up in the midfield and kick a ball in the back of the net. There was no player who could have take the game on their head and do that for Mount Pleasant, right? Then now you found out that the team patterns of play going forward wasn't connecting. They all break down all over the place, Hence, Cavaliers pattern of play and how they play Cavalier, Mount Pleasant, most of the teams in the JPL cannot stop it. They don't know how to stop it. So I don't know. And, Cavaliers capitalize on that. In the press conference also, Mount Pleasant coach said that, he knows what Cavaliers will do. He knows how to stop them if they don't have the ball. I'm repeating exactly everything Cavaliers. Cavi, look at what I'm saying. If I don't have the ball, if Cavaliers don't have the ball and I have the ball, it says a lot about my team. And also, I think Cavaliers may have to carry a next ball on the pitch. Those were some bold statements from Coach Arat Thomas. Cavi. Cavi.
I'm listening, man.
Yeah, those were some bold statements from Harold Thomas yesterday about, how he's going to go out there and play, and also nullifying Cavaliers' strengths, right? But one of the things that people don't understand about Cavaliers is that they can pick a pass from in their own backline with any one of those players. Whether schoolboy, they practice that day in day out. They can pick a pass from anywhere, and it's difficult to stop because you're not going to be everywhere. The speed, the pace at which Cavaliers break out of their defensive third. It's like quick, 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 and they always have players on the outlet that is ready to control the ball and run. They have one of the best attacking player in the country, Jamario Calvin. They have a new player there, which is ready to light up the league, which is Steen. You have McCleary, who is seasoned and experienced. You have now the Trinidadian player who wants to prove and is getting game time now, and he's there. You have some young under 17 players who is going to be. You have some young under 17 players who's ready to run at anybody in this Premier League. So, and then Mr. Speed understand the periodization and also what to do to get these younger players to be more experienced at this level and get better, right? So he knows when to win, when to start to put out the players, the young players, to get better in this league, and then when not to play them and when to play his better players, so that he can maintain that spot in the CONCACAF Club Champion. It's not about winning the JPL, for Cavaliers. I think, in my opinion, it's about this competition where the monetary gain is mostly important.
Let me give you my opinion. I've been listening to what you have been saying, and you're talking about chemistry in relation to Mount Pleasant playing. But I have watched the game yesterday,
Correct?
and I have analyzed it. People will say whatever they want to say, so I will express my opinion. Yes, it is important to have team chemistry, understanding what to do, when to do, how to do. That is an important part of the game. However, I feel that Mount Pleasant is woeful. And when I say that Mount Pleasant is woeful, there is some basic things in football that no matter where you go, it is clear for you as an individual who understands football and understand good players can identify. And based on what I saw yesterday, I realized that some of these players in Mount Pleasant team are just overrated players. Let me highlight some of the issues that I have seen. One, Mount Pleasant players, when receiving the ball is bunging off them like it's a wall. Boom, way out. And them affair, all of a sudden Mount Pleasant has a ball. And when it passes some individuals, all of a sudden, them a hustle to tackle and to gain back the ball. So, receiving the ball, controlling that basic element of the game, Bridget, them a struggle with it,
Yes, them a struggle needs.
Them a struggle. I'm not ready for call on here because of the first game, so I go watch again. Secondly, them body positioning when receiving the ball, Bridget. From your little boy, them tell you, say, yo, before we go to body position. Secondly, if a man passing a vertical pass to you, right? From left to right. You understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
A vertical pass. Now the basic rule that is, when you're going to receive that ball, if the pressure is coming from this direction, control the ball with the foot that is further away from the pressure. How many times has you seen Mount Pleasant players receiving the ball, the foot closer to the pressure, and then they have to hustle for the ball? Eh?
Oh boy, what for time?
Thirdly, how many times have you seen the Mount Pleasant decision making? Them get a ball. Say them now no chemistry, because we are take the chemistry and say them now no chemistry.
Them not gel, not there.
No, hold on. May I look on beyond the gelling. Them get a ball and they in the wide space. A ball for come across the goal, and every time the man lick the ball across the goal, something go wrong. You don't need no chemistry for a man know saying get the ball, for hit the ball inside there. So, eh? What kind of chemistry? You're getting at the position, no chemistry, but you're fortunate and you're reaching at the position. And you tell me say a ball can't come properly. And decision making poor. Fourthly, you don't need no gelling. If the ball go wide.
So you're saying that gelling is not that important?
No. I am saying the basic fundamentals of the football is most important. After you have those basic fundamentals correct, the team chemistry is going to be good. If you don't have that basic fundamental, there's nothing you can do to get it right. Because if the team supposed to 5 man going at the box and the ball can't come across, where the backside sense? If they will receive the ball and can't hit it cross, that makes sense. How you gonna build team chemistry? And the man them can't do the basic. Eh? That don't make no sense to me. A number of times we see more present buck ups and then reach in one position when I say, alright, good ball now. Madness. Now, look at the defending of Mount Pleasant. Let's not talk about no individual because everybody see the woeful. Football, I always say to people, say, football is about if every team get everything right on the field, then the match supposed to end up 0-0. So it's always going to boil down to some individual or a particular individual make bad decision, make mistakes for goals to score. Eh?
Yes.
Now, I see a former national representative and a player who many has touted to be a good potential centre half. But every time you see this player play, I question it. And yesterday, it was clear to see that this player has some issues. As the ball come and him alone, all of a sudden, Mr. Mount Pleasant and chase goalkeeper for pull up big save. Me see make mistake and then boom, in kick down man in the box, penalty. Ball a play and he stand up and ball watch and the ball play pass, then him a run it and he's slow. How can you have your physically you're slow and then your reaction and your ability to read the game is slow? You can't be no damn good player. Something off it fast. If you're slow, you're supposed to can read the game quickly and react way before the time to ensure so you don't get caught out. Not true? That's right, go.
True.
Eh? So how is it that Jamaica are ranked this player physically slow, cognitively slow, everything slow? He can't good. And the reality.
Let us not say that the player is not good. Let us say that he has regressed. He was one of the best youth players, in my opinion.
Youth and big man are two different things.
No, hold on. Not on
things
paper.
that people are going to exploit.
I am saying the player. Watching the player then playing for Jamaica in CONCACAF competition, he was one of the best. He was one of the best centre backs.
Hey, me realize
I
never call the name, but you can read the comment from Christopher Wright.
When he was at Cavaliers.
Read the comment from Christopher Wright.
You don't have to call and you talk the truth, no man. Come no man.
I know me call somebody attack name, someone you read the name.
Eh? You're afraid to call name?
I'm not afraid.
Read Christopher Wright. Read it. Read it.
The man said Topian comments don't look like the right combination.
But you can't blame a two-goal scorer.
You see Cummins?
Mm-hmm.
Cummins. You see the second goal in Mount Pleasant score? Not Mount Pleasant. Cavaliers score. Yeah. It's a woeful defending.
Who made the mistake?
Cummins.
Okay.
Cummins and mark somebody,
I don't know
right?
where you for the player there.
In marking the person, focus
You
here, so boom, the
know,
person move forward, then pull back, Cummins start ball watch. Boom, the ball come, the man seat behind him, see turning head and look, ball and I goal.
but
That's
in
a
position,
high school mistake, Virgin.
in position in wrong in the box meets because there's no way you fit in the box and you don't goal side.
Percent, yo, them there's something now, basic something, basic something.
But the goalkeeper as well though, like the information from the goalkeeper should say, hey, goal side marking Cummins and I
Everybody,
don't know.
everybody are focused. Everybody are focused on one thing. You remember, Patrick, every time, remember, say every time me we coach, I always use a two ball thing. So me I do one basic passing drill. It's a two ball. So then I feel concentrate on that ball and the other ball at the same time. Why? Because football is related. When the ball is there, so you have to focus on the ball, what the ball is going to do, and then you have to focus on what the man are doing. Not sure.
Right, because everybody have a pattern of play and them use a pattern to equal out to something.
No,
So you have
how
to
is it that
focus
you have
on the threat. The
players
threat is
at
in the
level?
box.
Me not take nothing from Cavaliers goal. Because the attacker smart. He move forward, then peel back, then go forward and buck in at the goal. But I felt that defender is poor. If that player goes further, he wouldn't get that chance that easily.
Sport on the ball say Mumpers and coach got it wrong. You start too much new players on the same time. People, let us be respectful in our comments. Let's just not. Let us be, we can be harsh in a constructive way. And after the end of it, we'll send some recommendation. For me, I don't know. I
You
hope
know,
persons. I
you
hope
know, so
persons.
I
Yeah.
feel that one of the mistakes that the coach made is that Topi. First of all, first to comment. My dog name again.
Daya.
Daya, Daya,
Mhm.
Daya disappoint me. Disappoint me. The man just the man look like him football not improving from when him left Dumbe old until now. The man not improve none at all, Bridget. And maybe it's because they have him a play on the left side instead of the right side. So sometimes he must shy away because him not comfortable with play with the ball on that side. I'm going to assume and try pick up for you. But I feel to say Solo Makala for going at the center position. Because guess what? Solo Makala is confident for slide from center half and come in at the middle and start overload the middle so that Mount Pleasant can control the middle of the field. You have yesterday when I watched the match, Virgin, Mount Pleasant have 3 men on the half line at all times, and Cavalier has nobody up there. Them a lock shop. And 3 man turn up and they have 3 big man and a high school picking them out. I mean, I said, what is this? And you're down 2-0. What is this?
What makes the difference is with a gel team, a gel team who train.
That's a common sense, Virgin.
Yeah,
Common sense that.
but
Basic
makes
common
listen to
sense. If
me,
you're not marking anybody, slide up the field and lock them up. So if you lose the ball, you can win back the
but
ball
Kavi
right
makes,
away.
but Kavi, me and you know say buying players, put them on the field, not teaching them what to do, can't lead to success. You have to coach players, and this thing I always tell you all the while, Kavi, that when you look in the Jamaican Premier League and the coaches, most of the coaches there, they don't really coach, what them do?
Tell me.
Them want
Recruit.
them no what they want to do is to go in the black the whiteboard room, right? Put different players in different zones and say, well, when the ball come here, so if you play this, so if you play this, so this is where we have to play. We step high. When we defend, we play a low block. The system change. We shift to that. Blah blah blah. But when we go up on the field, what about the technical workout? So the ball not boom off for your foot. What about the scanning and all those things? We have to go back to square one, Kavi means with them players there. You have to go back to square one. There's no player in Jamaica that is, you would say, at the international standard, coming from high school or coming from most of these clubs, where in command to them control and them passing, they are the best. Right or am I wrong?
Yeah, you make a good point.
So why the hell we feel like them man are big baller? And them are the best thing since sliced bread. You have to go back to basics. Sir Peter tell we that in a coaching school, so we have to go back to basics. We have to make it simple. We have to teach the man them how to play. We
Well,
can't
well,
just take it like say, yo, them man a come a Premier League and them can't have this, them can't do this, them can't do that. No,
and
it
see,
don't work so.
I
If
want to
them,
say something to you.
Mr.
Based on
Mr.
way,
Mix, Mr. Mix, if them did have it, they moved there Jamaica.
I want to say something based on what you say. It is my humble opinion that Mount Pleasant don't use their money for wise success. What do I mean? If you look at it, Mount Pleasant train just the same way like all of the other Premier League team, you know. Train in the morning and then in the evening and then that's it. But then if you check the big teams overseas, their
They train
training
evening.
lasts their
They
training
train,
lasts longer than what we think, you know.
them train evening.
No, they train one time a day, but the one time
No, no, no,
they,
no. Me
they
ask
bring
if
in
Mount Pleasant
all
train
the
evening.
components of the game, eh?
Mount Pleasant train evening.
I would assume so.
I don't know. Me don't know what that. Last time I saw man train alone them.
Well, well, all right. If them train in the morning only, so preparation is done, say 2 hours in the morning. And when you're taking the 2 hours, you're taking water break and that. So probably about an hour, 20 minutes the most. They actually do work. Another Premier League team with average players are trained twice. They might catch up with you because of what? Everybody in Jamaica knows that once you can run up and down, you're going to cause problem. The better teams now are able to get the players to play football with the run up and down. Not sure. So Mount Pleasant always allow
Mm-hmm.
other teams to catch up with them because of how them are structured their training program. I think that the training should be they are the only team when we think play players good money. Your training for start Friday night morning, go right to the evening, and in between you have the food and you have the recovery. So say for an example in the morning when they come say 8 o'clock. Alright, so they have their first session where they do resistance training, work on specific muscles and stretching and proper this and that. Then they break. Then probably go for breakfast. Then eat and then go boom. The coach say, all right, we're going to do now say tactical technical work. So then go and then spend another hour again and then I do proper passing and receiving proper work and then do 1 hour. Then break. Then they probably go and do one pool session, recovery, ray. Spend some time and recover from that. After that, now then come back, then probably go in a gym, do upper body or lower body work. Boom, then get a break again. Then go boom, tactical session. Okay, this is what we want the team to do. Oh, we're gonna do it. This a small game, such and such, and you explain to them. Then you go out on the field now and you start practice the tactics there, day in, day out. Then training done for the day. The next morning, the cycle continues again, and you start focus on build, make the players understand what they're supposed to do in different phases of the game. Let them understand if the ball is coming at this angle and a player is there and a player is there, how to receive the ball. Me embarrassed when me see certain things are going on the field. I don't know me a part of the team coaching. Me shame. Me say yesterday me disappointed. Nothing from Cavalier. But me just expect Mount Pleasant fear do better. I mean not stop talk so. Then fear do better. Even if them no win the game, they're supposed to play a better virgin.
Oh my God. Hey, exactly. One place that your team still. So yeah,
So me must say
passionate.
and me basically living a virgin. So me I go
You're
support
passionate.
them.
You're
Me I go
passionate.
support. If fear do better virgin. Me see man a catch ball and it a boom off of them. Like then just a learn for play. Me see man get ball and him alone and him a pass the ball. Way pass it, can't pass a good accurate pass to his teammate. What is?
And Mr. Mix, maybe if you carry down the players them down to square one and go through some passing drills and so, you will see the problem, you will see the problem, you know. You get what I say? You will see the problem. Adrian Armstrong, I mean by crazy with so little critical. This is the information that we got that they train one time per day in the morning. And sometime in the evening, you know, they might go a Jacksaga train. Yes, one time. Right? I don't know about no training with them train like what Mr. Meek said. And no clubs in Jamaica do that. The only coaching will come near to that is maybe schoolboy football, where them train 3 times a day, and it's still not properly planned out. Now, I want you, Adrian Armstrong, to go and check out how the young boy training session is at we win Euro to Spain. Check it out and come back to Unseen Sports TV and tell us we're wrong. So I don't know where you're coming and criticize Mr. Meeks about what he's saying, which is right. You know the worst thing about it? When people come with information like this, we not try to say, all right, let me go and check it out first before me find something to talk about. Now you're attacking the person, not the information. I don't know why. Because the information is right. Armstrong, the information is right, what Mr. Meeks is saying. And if you can't see that, something is wrong with your eyes, your ears, all in the sense of make you comprehend.
And see, let me say something before. Because me not care about people bashing me. Because at the end of the day, I can recall months ago, I used to talk on the same platform. And I used to say that Whisper and Kaim Dixon for inner the senior team. Because them sure say them just not just playing ball, them understand space and they know for exploit space. Something where you not see regular. The Premier League players them don't understand it. Now it has bear fruit that both players are overseas. Nobody no come and
Big
say,
club, big
boy,
club,
El Fatura, you didn't right. You know, I
them
don't
not,
want to say you're right, but you're right, no?
them
But
not gonna say that.
them not gonna say that. No. The next issue is where in the world you see teams training, professional teams training, and you don't have session where it is player specific. What do I mean by player specific? The coach is supposed to be able to read and understand each player's strengths and weaknesses and have sessions where those players are put in specific tasks or sessions or drills to strengthen their weaknesses. If you check Jamaica, I am sure that most time you have training in Jamaica, it's a team training. No development for specific training of individuals. And that is where Jamaica football now improve because nobody had developed the weaknesses. You see this notion when them are gonna tell me about say you're at the Premier League level and you're not supposed to coach this basic madness. That when they are foreign.
Now when they are foreign mix, you know, see Pep Guardiola play them improve
Madness.
them go to him.
You have to improve the player them.
A madness that. If them go and look on the little simple drills that the man them do overseas, bro. Simple drills the man them do.
Because those simple drills are specific to the player's weakness. We feel to say when we must have the team run hard and rough and rubbling and tumbling. If we not do that, we're not again.
Every training session supposed to be high intensity, high intensity, high intensity.
Yeah.
High intensity. That's all them talk about. See them high intensity, high intensity. I mean, I still
one to the low intensity where you focus on the specific skill. A lot of Mount Pleasant players, based on what I saw yesterday, need to work on passing and receiving the ball as basic. Then you put them in a small game where they have to pass and receive with pressure. And they need to do that every day. Is they not going nowhere? With the boogo, ball a boom off of them like them are mad people. It grieved me, brethren.
If you ask me, Meeks, I think they went so far ahead of themselves. You know, they went so far ahead of themselves, in my opinion. I think this defeat may bring them back down to earth and you know, let them understand that hey, you know, we have a lot of work to do and let us go back to square one. I hope them are listening to Unseen Sports right now. And you know, I gotta get some we're not really be that you understand what Mr. Meeks. Mr. Meeks is a fan of Mount Pleasant. He loves Mount Pleasant to his heart. Whenever Unseen Sports defeat Mr. Meeks with Cavaliers, it pains him. You understand me? But I keep
Agree,
on
man.
telling, I keep on, well, I keep on tell you that whenever I say Cavaliers is going to beat Mount Pleasant, just work with me because I know what I'm saying. I can dissect, I can look at what is going on with both teams, and I can tell you who is the favorite to win. And I got it right again. Again.
Hold on, Auntie.
Right,
I
brother.
will give Cavaliers credit because Cavaliers always seem to do what they need to do to reach to where they want to reach. But when Cavaliers, to be honest, the way Cavaliers is playing will be successful at this level. But when it goes further to the CONCACAF, it won't be successful because guess what? The running, and no time to recover on the field against quality players on a bigger field is going to cause serious problem. Cavaliers is very direct, and I don't understand how is it that persons say that they are football mind, and you don't know that when once Cavalier get the ball, they are going to go to the strikers or go to the midfield, then they go. It's just that's their symbol. No, if you can break down Cincinnati, remember the match against Cincinnati
Mm.
and Cavaliers? Cincinnati made Cavaliers look like a schoolboy.
In,
Cavaliers
in, in the
look
in
like,
the second game, in the second one,
they
not
look
the
like a
first.
schoolboy
In the
team.
first one,
What
if
did Cincinnati do? Hold on. Whether it's first or second, what did Cincinnati do? Cincinnati did what I am saying. If Cavaliers are defending in that number, you put players in a position that you can attack, but once the ball is lost, you press them right away because Cavaliers has questions in regards to player technicality. Not all of them are great. Some of them, once you put them on a break, then go and bang with this football. Mount Pleasant give them space for play football. And it grieved me. And then fire a coach because of similar things. But yet still, certain things not change, certain things not fix. I same thing. How can you be the richest team in the country? The best team in terms of facility. But yet still when you play against team, you play like you're a little team. You have to bold and brave and step to it and say, so we are play. What you are going to do about it? Them not ask Cavalier no question. It's like, oh, a Cavaliers, we are playing, we have to make 3 man stay around here so, because they will lick you and score power. Oh, a Cavaliers, give them little space. Yo, them the mindset they need for change, Bridget. Them the way of thinking need to change. You need to
it's a
think
mix.
big and bold and brave and train the team to play big and brave. Backside. A man a step on the field, drop a half line. 3 man there half line plus dealing. 4 man and nobody know up there. Everybody are defend. It grieve. And me have to say, Jesus, why me attach on myself to watch this?
Oh God. Oh God.
Virgin,
Oh
the
God.
reality is the reality. Which part in the world you see a big team play like a small mind team?
No man,
Which part?
They might
When you see
impose them.
Man City a play, no matter who you be, Man City a play how they want to play. The fullback are going to come up, the wingers are going to stay wide, and when you look, sometimes they have 5 across the back line up at the top. So the other team have to drop 5, 6 man round there, and them play how they want to play. You have to beat
Read a
them that.
comment, read a commentator, read a commenter from Lanich on Mr. Mix.
The chemistry that Unseen talk about on Ryan, what that LIFC come
LFC.
to on
Team.
Mount Pleasant. It seem have to give you the credit there Unseen.
Bro, when we can spell football now, we know it, man. We got a school feet, brother. You understand me? Certain things are common sense, bro. And when we see people ego, when we see ego, and when we see
Yeah.
people, I go overboard with what we have. You know what we have at disposal in Jamaica, and things sports are come tell us, say, yo, brother, don't feel like say we are idiot. You see if the ball in a 10 or 15% better than we have here, it's still equal out. 5%, 2%, 3%. They might buy players with us 2-3% better than who they are on different club. What is that, Mr. Meeks? That no. And some of them can be the argument can be argued that they are not better.
Yeah.
You see what I say?
What do you think about Mount Pleasant physically yesterday?
All right. So physically, to me, fitness wise, they move the ball pretty slow. They move the ball pretty slow. Their transition is slow. And I see players have the ball for a long period of time, and you know, Cavaliers players just drag come beside them and just start pressing them for the ball, and you know, them use the ball slow, especially in the attacking third. Nothing is wrong with
everything about the ball them slow.
Yeah, the pressing, Mr. Meeks, the pressing. Brother, them press. One time I said, why Mr. Gonna said it's too easy for Cavaliers. Me the VIP place and I sit down and I watch them. I said, no man, this too easy for Cavaliers.
Show up, but
no, me not show off, brother. Me sit down and me guess who me sit down beside her? Betty not tell me who me sit down beside her.
Give me a clue.
Guess someone your friend, man, you ain't got college together. Yeah?
Craig.
Yes.
Slice.
Right.
Slice.
Yes. Right?
Yeah.
And me I say, John, I said, brother, you know, respect the coaches at Mount Pleasant, right? But, you know, speak the truth, or you know, wasn't there for and here, or him out of the competition for here. Him go through some little things personally, and he wasn't there for a here. So I think him sharpness and him, you know, certain things, you know, come back yet to him yet. So I'll give him some more time.
Pause right there, so unseen. You see that me not agree with. Me not agree with them. There's something there. Me not feel to say you need to be in something every day to understand what is happening in it. Me just not agree with it. Whether him take a year, he has been in the Premier League local competition for years. So don't use that as an excuse for how this play.
But I must sharpness him have when I'm going with a back three against a Calvin, Jamara, Calvin, and a Stein. Bro, the respect you have to respect.
The back three wasn't the problem, you know. The back three wasn't the problem.
Back three was the biggest problem. And you don't have Sule Makala defend.
I don't think because
listen to me, you have two slow center back. You have two slow.
Mount Pleasant could have used the ball properly and
stop it no man. 3-back system, bridging. Two slow man around there. Cummings and wait name there and Topi. And you have Mad Dog up here on one side. Right? Sule Makala play high up the pitch. Once you lick the ball over.
Hold on, Hansi. Be the coach for Mount Pleasant. You have used the same formation.
Me not use the same formation, Bridget.
No, man. Me want to say, you could have used the personnel you had to get a better result.
Me not use the same formation because I know when I do my evaluation, when I do my test, my technical and tactical test, my physical test, and me get the result because I use numbers, you know. Numbers first, and then we pray to God and ask him for guidance. Yeah? Numbers first. You get what I say? When me do my test them, when me do my yo-yo and my thing, and me get the physicality and see who is there defensively, right? And see who really hungry feet. All them something that key factors me use to select my players to start. No, there's no way on earth.
They play a hungry feet. What do you mean by that?
Somebody play hungry feet. In a training, them look like them want them hungry. Them say it at the press conference, Kavi.
Who say it?
Hungry mean them quick to run to the first ball and quick.
Hold on.
The Mount Pleasant coaches and players.
Hold on.
The coach at Mount Pleasant.
Hold on.
Yeah, I can't speak the conversation. No one part.
No, because I think you're bad at me when I talk about hungry for and this.
hungry for
No,
it, meaning that them quicker
no,
to the
the
first
player
ball, quicker to the second
underperform
ball.
doesn't mean that him no want it.
Of course,
If a player underperform, that means him no want it, him no hungry for
bro.
it.
The way how the man them underperform, brother, that shows no hunger.
But and see, carry on, because I disagree.
Yeah, it's okay. It shows no hunger, bro. Come on. All right. As I was saying, when me do my test them, cause we know how full of we test them, Cavi. The yo, the beep, all them physical tests, we have a technical test them what we are gonna use to select the players them. And based on statistics from preseason, games that we play before, we have to use. The numbers gonna show who is the better where, who is better where, who is better there. And that them man them gonna start in my game. Make me lose that way there. You get what I say? Because at training, me I gonna use pick my team. And I can't league football me I run. Yeah? And I'm name football me I run. So there's no way I know that game. Sorry to say I would not start Jamaica at my as a main centre back in the middle there, where somebody can just run and find man the ball play by the top and him can't catch a person. Oh, that makes sense to you, Kaveh. That is madness. Me say it for Ryan LFC show. Me say any coming start and any coming start and any Topi start them two man them a target. 1v1. 1v1. Ball a foot turn, take him on.
Well, I see it, and that's why they have the bottom stay away, you know. No, and that's why they have the bottom stay away.
So if
So
you ask me,
they
so if
ask
you
the
ask,
midfielders to go forward. Once the ball break down, they have to sprint back. So they start mash up the midfield now, you know, because they might try put in some player wherever hopes they can get it right. And the players now get it right.
so if you ask me, Mr. Meeks, when me done, I me evaluate. Say I am at Cavaliers. I me evaluate who them a start because me can name a team. You know, me could have name a team for Mount Pleasant, right? But me could have name a team for Cavaliers because we don't know the players that were speed are gonna bring up and all them thing there. I never know. I never know who because me know say Akinson did injure, Steen did injure, and a lot of players, right? Akinson even come up on the field. One of the best players Cavaliers even come up on the field, suppose he was on the field.
Topi would
Are
have
fit
a
enough,
headache.
are fit enough to play.
Topi, they would have a headache. But Ansi, let me ask you a question.
I don't know. Hero.
Let me ask you a question. You know, sometimes we have to look at it, but Topi, some of these players need to take responsibility of themselves. He's a pro player or semi-pro player. He must know a weakness. Not sure. Eh?
Hmm?
Him no must know a weakness. Some of them players are need to start investing in themselves. If them know a weakness, then can get somebody and give them a little thing and say, more on your work. And when we say somebody, I'm talking about somebody with sense who know what them do. And work on them little weaknesses. Then pretend like they know it and then can do it until the day when it get exposed again. Then they hold on their head and behave like say all is right. And now, if I was at Mount Pleasant and I was coaching Mount Pleasant, Sula McCullough would have to play center off for me. Why? Because Sula McCullough has shown to be a leader of the team and an organizer of the team. If you check that back line, all of them without McCullough coming like a weak fence. You just blow up on them and then start shake. In the transition of attack to defend, build up play with Sula McCullough would be perfect because when Sula McCullough, do you realize that Mount Pleasant center off them receive the ball and none of them drive forward with the ball, they just want to play it forward and stand up? You never realize that?
Hmm. Because the midfield
They
now
just
step
play it
forward.
forward and stand up.
The midfield now
Where
step
in the
forward and
world
pick
you
up space
find
now.
big defenders can drive in at the midfield, play to a midfield, if needs being can come back to him and the ball continue to circulate? Where?
let me say the next thing to me. So where a lot of programs don't have, football programs don't have also. You know that at this level, right, Mr. Meeks, the assistant coach or the two assistant coach must be teaching the B team or the A team in sessions a different system so that the A team can play against that B team. Right? So when you're doing a plan,
Forget
hold
that
on, when
trouble.
you're doing a plan. So you're playing against a Cavaliers. You should mimic what Cavaliers is doing in your session. And you know the A team now plays against that mimic Cavaliers team, right? Who are gonna sit back deep and you know play that type of football. Then you're gonna play a practice match against a team who likes to do that. Now, your objective now is to find ways how to break down that team, pull players out of position and get the ball into those zones and score. I don't think more players can do that. I just think them things that them ball are good enough. Them, the best to buy and them supposed to go out there go do the work. That's all me see.
As me I say, Sula Makala, you know the next thing we puzzle me, me cannot understand how you buy Mings, who has proven to be one of the best defenders in the local league, and a critical game like that. You put one player where for years people are questioning him if he good enough, if he good enough. And for that critical game, what through him you buy him from Mount Pleasant, through you buy him from Cavaliers, you know want to play him? Our sentimental thing.
Good question. But all Cavaliers play the youth of them by. And that run pan them left, right, and center.
The boss it, Mount Pleasant and them boys, because that man left up on the field. Top if you go sit down on the bench and go work on your reaction and reading the game if you want to play. And stop set up himself for foot race.
But even if you play a high line, Cavi Meeks, you ain't a problem with
No,
certain
sir.
players not
Me
to
a
back
play
up.
a high line. Me would a
So
play a
you
high
play a
line.
high line with all those three players?
Who me tell you some me that use?
Me never hear. Tell me.
Me that use Mings,
Mm-hmm.
Makala,
Mm-hmm.
and Mad Dog.
So what about Penny Cook with the
Hold
speed?
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me be clear. This is not my preferred position, but I am just working based on the 3 round at the back.
You still have problem around the back. We
Yes.
can't target you.
Oh, with what now?
We can target you with Mad Dog.
No, but hold on now and see. Hold on now and see. You Cavaliers defend in a 5 round at the back at times and 5 in at the middle of the field. That's a one I do.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after the fact when on a score. It's like on a content and on a spend some time for recover, slow down the game, etc. etc. No, I cannot coach a team and me see you defend with 5 man and me have only 3 against the 5 of them. So. And me are pro players. I cannot attack you and see that you defending with 10 players. And when me look, me have 7 players. So you have 10 on the field and 1 in the goal. So I level players. So me I try use 7 players for break down your level players with score. I tell you say your football, your team are idiot. You know, I be an idiot down there. So. But me realize the Cavaliers are no idiot. So me I go ask my center half say, and me I go teach them say, the purpose of coming to the half line is so that you can compact the space once we lose the ball and gain back possession of the ball right away. How you going to do it? If you two are my center half, your primary job, once you push up, is not for circulate the ball. You know. You will get the ball at times, but your job is to start to pick up the points of attack where the team can come out and lock them zone there. So if we lose the ball, as soon as we lose the ball, we have the padlock lock already. And we force them to bang with the ball. We don't allow them by you staying back A man get one little space, he can lick it out there so now, and all of we start a retreat. What the sense that? It's like we know Cavaliers' strength and we allow them to do it.
No,
I
but
would
you
have
can't
gone
stop
up
it.
with
How them stop it? How them stop it
strength.
and they don't set up properly?
Eh?
How
Eh?
them stop it and them don't set up properly defensively, mate. So that me I try to get to you.
No, and that me I argue
That is
say,
coaching, you know. You can't blame me play
and
them,
that
you know.
me I argue say them and them sit down and allow it to happen. And you know say it a go do
But
happen.
the playing of the ball though, is very difficult to stop, you know, because Cavaliers can lick that ball from in them own box.
Or Cincinnati stop it.
Cincinnati never stop it. Cavaliers just never score. Cincinnati never stop it. Cavaliers just never score. Me and you did
Yeah,
the match, and I said to you, me and you did the match,
Cincinnati.
Mr. Mix. Me and you did the
Eh?
match, and you said to me, say, Cincinnati defense poor. Me and you did the match, and you said Cincinnati defense poor. Cavaliers never capitalize on them opportunity they have chance with them get.
Hold on.
So speak
Cavaliers,
true.
that's up. Hold on, man. Hold on, man.
Speak truth,
Hold
man.
on. I know when it comes to Cavaliers, are you in
No, nobody with that. Nobody with the semantics. Nobody with the
just
semantics.
cricket something
Nobody with the
situation.
semantics. I
But
truth me at all.
however, there was a defender in Cincinnati that what I think was questionable. True, I said
One
that.
defender, the two of them.
One.
Yo, you know, wicked.
One was woeful, man. One was way below, man. Shaky. Look like Topi. I'm going to use Topi as it. It look like Topi. Read the game bad in always in a one position where boom. But nevertheless, what stage of the game did Cavaliers start to get back the opportunities? After Cincinnati score 4 goals. And the coach start make some changes. Nobody go with the mispronunciation and try to change the subject. The issue is Cincinnati won the game before Cavaliers were able to create a 2 chance. That's the reality.
Cincinnati win the game before the game play.
No.
Why?
I felt that
We are ahead in terms of technology. So, Mr. Meeks, nobody heard that. And even though they have the edge, Cavaliers create opportunity. And me and you know, say that match, it was a learning process for Meeks and the boys. Learning process because they were nowhere near. They were nowhere for speed and the boys.
Oh,
They were nowhere near in terms of
coach Cavaliers.
They were nowhere near and they were nowhere near when it come on to competing with them. Technological wise.
No,
Yeah,
remember that I was speaking with the person who I saw an individual. Let me be clear. Let me tell the people them this.
Talk to them, Kevin.
When we went to the game, I was in the stands. I was sitting. I saw some individual white men. One in particular, he came and he sat there. He opened a what you call that briefcase or suitcase, whatever, and he took out a laptop and he took out some a little thing like internet something. And me with my enough self approach him and me start talk with him and him start talk. Me realize that he was an individual who he never give me no sense of racism or anything. And when me start talking, he tell me to come over. So I went over and I sat beside him and him start to tell me what he's doing. And one of the things that he highlighted to me is that his job is during the game and halftime should send the coaches, because the coaches have a tablet on the bench, you know. So based on what he's sitting down and do, by the first 15 minutes of the game, they sit off a little. And what he said, he picks up what Cavaliers is doing. So if Cavaliers make 10 attack, he try to pick up which side or where Cavaliers go with the 10 attack.
Now which player am I use to go?
And which player them I use. Once he pick that up, he saying send it to the coach. The coach look at it. Once they pick it up, the coach will go at the sideline and signal to the player. Now the players must be intelligent enough so he can signal to them and then make the adjustment, Bridget.
And the signal is writing on a paper. Just write on a piece of paper and give a player to give the player.
And they
Just
make
write
the adjustment. So it's like they will say Cavaliers is attacking through the right side with the number 10. Ray, we need to focus on the number 10. Eh? And then look at something that him do, and all of the information in summarize it and everything. And by the time the coach have to walk into the halftime break, the coach will read the report where him sent to the coach. And the coach go in there and make him halftime talk based on what him see and based on what the reporter say.
and what to do.
And what to do for nullify. And we there Jamaica behave like fool. Yeah, I can tell with everything. And then the people exposed to better quality football. And them have to use technology to assist them in their decision making. What do we? We need to move past that. Because anyhow, we didn't have technology in the football locally. Certain players would never be on the field for Mount Pleasant yesterday.
If they make
Because
run some,
technology would have shown them man they can't manage.
If Mr. Mix, if they even run the tests, especially a yo-yo test, I'm sure a couple of them defenders they fail. Fail.
They look lugged. They
Them would
look
have
heavy.
failed.
Like
They
they
would
just
fail.
start train.
Certain technical tests, them would have failed.
Next week, we mean. And next week I will never play on it.
So I mean, I see as a physical coach, a fitness coach, right? Come here, go down in my field. People, I'm telling them, see when they come on the fitness, I don't know, it just burning on me. Anyway, what me say, when it come on to that, bro, like, me can literally look on the field, bro, and tell you who would have feel a beep test and who would have feel a yo-yo test on the field, physically. And me can tell you who would have how much percentage in terms of fitness and how much input them can put on the field. Just looking at them yesterday on the field. Cavaliers players way fitter than them. And them are running out the ball for a long period of time and them not give up. Samix, Topi is around, based on my estimation yesterday, Topi is around 35%. 35%. And if I do a test now, I might look a bit off and it might go up to 40. 35%. If I do a yo-yo test now, or put all the tests in the software, use the formula. Him can basically play what? Maybe 40 to 45 minutes at high intensity. And after that, dead. Stamina gone. And if you use the GPS monitor or the heart rate monitor, you can figure out. So, channel.
Continue to talk, man, because people them need to know these things, Bridget.
So,
because they have, if we say we don't know what we are talking about.
No, sometimes someone come shut off them out like and see an idiot. I'm just a laugh off of them. Just go and win. Go and win some titles still. You understand what I say?
There's a comment. Read the last comment. Come on, address it.
No, yeah?
Yes.
FC Cincinnati is valued over 700 million USD. It's hard to compete with them.
No. Let me address this. You see that excuse where we use it? We use money to justify failure. Need to stop. Because if we continue talking that way, you're telling me that as long as we live, we should play the way we play because we don't have money. And that cannot be true. No. If clubs in Jamaica just spend some time to invest in some basic technological equipment over the years, Cincinnati can buy that in a 1 year span. That's true. A Jamaican club probably take 10 years to get what they want. Why we not start the process, get the things, so we get a heart rate monitor, set a heart rate monitor for the team. What the heart rate monitor can do is tell we how quick the person recover after a certain amount of work. Not true?
Yeah,
so it's that idea.
And if they have anxiety issues and stuff like that.
If they have anxiety, so it start give you an idea as to the character of the players that you have. Now that would that guide your decision. So regardless of Cincinnati having all of that, you will put up a better fight because you will know who is best to put on the field by just getting that set of equipment. Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, say second year now, you say, may I get some GPS monitor, right? Boom, you get the GPS monitor. Over your season, you start play, the players them start play with them GPS monitor. You can sit down and start look and assess each players and see who are getting at the zones where they're supposed to get. So you start get better idea as to your team. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
No improvement this, Virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna stop talk about money. So might as well we need to start work our way out and solve a problem little by little. We can't do it just like the big teams. But we can get it done. One software parchment. You tell me say a software we can analyze a team. You probably get a software we analyze a team for probably $1,000 a year, not sure.
Mm-hmm.
You get a software for $1,000 a year. Or you can go half a
You have
6
to know
months.
which one to buy though. You can't buy the one
No
where
man,
just
me I
give
say
it after
we
the
can
game.
figure out which
You
one to
need to
buy. Me
buy
just
the
a try
one.
highlight.
Yeah.
Me just a try highlight something to somebody, to people. You can say, all right, $1,000 for a year, me can't afford that. Let's do 6 months. Boom, 3 months in advance. You know say you're gonna play this American team. Or 3 months in advance, you can project the direction where you go. You buy the software, right? You start learn about the software. You'll get people to come teach you. Invest and get people to teach. You can take a game of Cincinnati, put it in that software, and analyze them yourself. Start having an idea of the strength. Because if you didn't do that, you wouldn't go up on the day and know say the 10. The number 10 is the critical build up for them. If you get out that 10 there, when I say get out, I don't mean kick him down. I mean that you create a plan to stop him from play. Your job would that easy, I'm not sure. But
Mm-hmm.
we're going on the game blind.
All the time.
Blind. We're going there blind. Boom, then start do this. We start box shuffle and run round. No know what to do. People, some of the things that we are used to blame money for is not as expensive as we think it is to get betterment. Mount Pleasant, in my opinion, should be one of the teams that should never make a decision on selecting a players based on what a coach think. It should be done based on what the statistics say. What the numbers are tell you say. We need to move away from the emotion, use the technology. So guess what now? When a player a train and he have an in GPS monitor or in GPS tracker, you just sit down and you give the instruction. And you do passing drill and you do what you do. You just sit down and you start go through and see who are putting effort and who not. You don't need no argument in a bridging. Eh? Now if you look at it yesterday, Cummins look tired. Cummins look like, me see how Cummins a go for ball for buck and ball a drop over head. A high school problem them the virgin. Cause what? In tired.
So may I ask you a question, Nix? Based on what you have seen, even if you never know how many times them train for the day, you could have assumed that these players train maybe one time for the day, 2 hours every morning.
And that
Hmm?
can't be good enough, virgin.
At the international level, cannot.
Cannot be good enough, virgin. You have, look here now, Daniel Green has over the years has shown to be a good potential. And Daniel Green yesterday looked like he no member how to play football.
And
Cause
Daniel Green was even when he played for the Jamaica team, he looked promising in attack.
yeah,
Fluid,
he look like he no
fluid.
member how to play football. Cause what? He look tired.
They might play him out of position still, because he never play a number 9.
Boy, me I tell you, brother. Headache, virgin. Headache.
But,
Because guess what? We need to move away from what the eyes are telling us. Because whether we want to accept it yes or no, you see, emotion emotion hard to take out a situation, you know. So sometimes a coach will probably feel a little emotion towards a player in terms of what he has seen previously. So he hold a little emotion and he must say, Daniel Green a general. Yeah, Daniel Green a general, but right now, Daniel Green is not playing well because Daniel Green physically is not in the shape that is needed to perform at the level
So,
that
so,
we
so,
want.
so, so, so mix. So, all right. So, I'm going to assess now. I'm going to tell you two main part of the two factors in the game where Mumpers need to improve. And the two factors of the game that need special attention. One, physical fitness. Yeah? Because even though them have the ball a lot mix, the movement of the ball and how
Slow.
transition in the defense, slow, 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 slow. The movement when them have the ball I go forward, slow. When them don't have the ball and Cavaliers dick them ball them wide and I run pan them, they move slow. Numbers in defense, slow. Yeah? It's like the D mid don't know what to do. And the number 8 don't know what to do. Who for cover this go cover for that side and who for come over side and come cover for that side. So and then now the tactical part of So the head coach and the fitness coach, yeah, for them part of them football this bro. Have a lot of work, a lot of work, a lot of work, a lot of work. Because I know me can understand it. There's no way if you run out, me can just look point with my eyes based on my experience in terms of physical fitness, football physical fitness, Samix, and we can say this categorically clear that if you run a test and those people they would have never pass to play.
You estimate say top would have be about 35. What you say Cummings with that?
Cummings are at high intensity, 45 to 50.
I think you less. I think
Or maybe less than. Just give them a little. You know?
because Cummings, I know he can do better than Wayne do yesterday.
45 to 50. That's what I
I
mean.
know he can do better, brother.
No man, the national team have a GPS system, man. It's just that them don't have the in-game. They don't have the in-game analysis like how Cincinnati have the in-game. After people have it after when they break down teams after, but in the game, bro, like live information coming to you in the game, bro. Like that is very important. That is very important. This is where we need to study the football and move ourselves. You know, so we can match up. If you're not do the man, do brother, you can't match up, brother.
You're going to have trouble, brother.
We have some clubs in Jamaica who can do it, Mr. Mix, like Mount Pleasant, Montego Bay, and I don't think those players work differently. So them can structure them training session, as we say. Right, Kavi? Because this is the most important part, I think. Before we go to the technical, the technology and all everything. Because if you don't get that part right, Kavi, forget the man them fit, bro, before we go to the technology. The technology part we use in the session then to improve the players and make you know what is what. So you can improve on the drills or tweak some things when you do your evaluation. Just like teaching. You plan, you evaluate. And you give feedback and you prepare back the next session, right? To
Yeah.
improve the weakness. We can't move past the problem. It don't make no sense. So if me say Mr. Meeks can't control the ball and I'm gonna move past him, to him there Premier League level. Right? If not, I move him out of my plan and go get an next player who can do it. But no player in Jamaica can be Meeks. I got flawless. And have the bet. None. I'm right or I'm wrong?
You're right, man.
If them did flawless to blow them there, then gone American do green eye man, them look over Jamaica a long time over Blue Mountain and pick him up.
All right, let's
And
move out of a Mount Pleasant. Cavalier time now. Got time around.
all right, Cavaliers.
Yes, Cavaliers did well.
Ask me questions. You can
But
ask me.
do you think Cavaliers' style of play will be effective
All right, so let's
in
put
the
it in context. Let's put it in the context. You have to ask yourself the objective of Cavaliers first. A coach cannot play what he doesn't know how to play or what he doesn't know how to teach. Yeah? A coach will always play what he is comfortable with, what he is drilled in the squad, and work on that. Yeah, Mr. Meeks? So if you ask me, I don't like the direct long ball football. I don't like it. I don't like it. And you keep on telling me that it is long pass or attempting to play long pass. You can say attempting to play long pass as yes. But when you say long pass and the ball don't reach the player, we think it is long ball or wolf or what you call them ball, eh?
It's just a technical way to try to make it.
Or maybe they might try implement a type of play where you try to create something in an area. It can be that, You're trying to create something in an area. To look at it. Yeah? Is that there is no pass there, but you lick the ball in an area, they will try to create something in an area. A 50-50 or a foot race. Yeah? That can be a part of it still. Because I think a lot of people doing that now in the football. A lot of people doing that in the football. But when you play the ball to a centre forward, we have 3 man running cabinets. I'm marking with absent. So you do it 2-3 times and it don't work. And you don't send the information to that player who are pass the ball and say, stop doing madness. You know, she say, nah, work. Them thing they pain me. It means laugh. Them thing they pain me heart.
No, you know my honest opinion. I will always be honest. Persons will bash, and I will say what I think because I don't think everybody will think the same way, and that's the beauty of life. But I think Cavaliers has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, man, we have a
Yes,
lot
they
of
won. They won the game brilliant because they want to achieve success at this level because there's a little purse to gain from it. But generally, Cavaliers, what surprised me, honestly, this really shocked me. It shocked me when I heard that they sold um the 2 players from last season. It really shocked me. It shocked me. We never see that coming. But then this is not an excuse for Cavaliers to justify the the unattractive, un what did I say now? The brand of football that them playing is just not what you think or know would go to another level and achieve success. And it was highlighted last season when they played against the American. They were beaten easily. Easily, in my opinion. You may disagree, but in my opinion, they were beaten easily at that level. And for that reason, you need to have a balance. You have young players. You know that young players, one of them strength is running. You need to find a way. If they are running, you can't have them a run consistently. So no matter how fit a person is, they need time on the field to recover. So you need to develop a point in the game where players can keep possession of the ball. Keep the ball, get your players recovered before you start going the attack. You can't just attack. The only reason why they get through with this type of system, it shows that the level of football in Jamaica is below what it ought to be, and it's a big problem because as soon as Cavaliers step out of the region, then get their ass whipped.
It's simple. In order for Cavaliers improve, Mr. Speed have to go technologically. He must forget himself, more. That are the part I'm coaching now. We must tap into now, technology, right? Um, you have to understand these type of coaches in Jamaica. Most of them were at. I don't want to say that word there. Put it this way: they're from 19. They are in age, right? They are in age. So them used to the vintage style of thing and so on. Not saying that Mr. Speed don't like technology or he want to get somebody who like technology work with him, but I think he needs to tap into that fast if he want to improve now and say, hey, I am now an international recognized coach. That's where I need to tap into now. Yeah? And this is just the truth. If you want to improve in that aspect, you have to tap into that. Right? No matter how much B license or C license or A license or if you don't tap in technologically, Cavi makes, you will get your ass beaten when you go play against them big team. I mean, I want you an excuse. I come tell them about them have much money and this and that. I beat them and prove yourself, Bridget.
That is always the argument. Money, money, money.
One thing in the football not change, Cavi. 11 man up on the field. 11 man up on the field, right? The only way you're supposed to fear a team unless they know them have 3 eye, 3 foot, and them take drugs. You
So they
can't
have
win.
an advantage over you.
You have an advantage over you. But 11 man up on the field, throwing the same way the ball kicking at the goal. If you're offside and them use VAR, them are going to call it. Yeah? Them rule not change. So, in order for Cavaliers improve the technological part of it, Mr. Speed, I've got to invest in that. Get unseen sports, forget the camera, put it up, stream the game, and send him the information them so he can beat up them big team you're foreign.
We can interject and see.
Yeah.
Early B, I say, out of season match. So I am not too critical of both teams, especially Mount Pleasant using new players that are not up to speed with the levels right now. So I am going to say to Early B. Early B, if you know that you have a competition that is critical for you, because Mount Pleasant want to reach to the bigger level, CONCACAF, not sure.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time you every time them come to this level, you gotta justify that them not up to speed because of half season and rare. So them are gonna fail here. That's it. Next year then do the same thing again, and then you gotta tell me about half season. A club has a plan, and if the plan is to play here, then you have to structure your program to meet this criteria. Not sure. There is absolutely no rationale for not having a team. Remember, Mount Pleasant supposed to be able to start this round of the competition without new players because they knew they were in this competition. Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't come to me about new this and new that. No, don't come to me with that. That's madness. That's an excuse for failure. Because from the minute you know you qualify, you're supposed to say to yourself, okay, we're going to have this competition this time. All right, we're going to start preparation here. We can't get no transfer in until there this time. Okay, these are the plan going forward. We're going to have this team ready. By the time we get the transfer persons in by September, those persons will be filtered into the team. Not sure. That seemed like a plan. But this argument, but then not this a madness. Madness. If they look at the international team, the only team that is not ready in off season is when them are playing then like a friendly, them play some like a youngsters. Not sure.
Yeah.
Not sure. And by
Yeah.
the time the season will come around, you see the bigger players start come in and everything just gel and then recruit and then just gel in. Why we can't copy the things that we need to copy from overseas? And stop copy the talk about money. Yes, money has an impact, but money is not all. You can get some level of success, and once you get success, you're surprised to see how people come on board.
But
Anyway,
this
continue.
is what
Cavaliers.
this is what
Cavaliers. Cavaliers, I hurt my head too, because Cavaliers is Jamaica, and I want people to understand that, I know for a fact. So then can't go play against the big side them in America and Mexico. I run so. It not
yeah,
go work.
ball
It
of a
not
player,
go work.
ball of free talking.
The ball have to do the movement and the
And I run
talking, and you get
and I
yourself
run
in a
without ball.
to exploit space. So many people don't know last year when Omisi then deal with when Omisi Cincinnati deal with Cavalier. Me shame. Me just feel bad. Me just feel away. It's like me want the football of Jamaica for good forward.
Especially when they stung side of the man with the camera, though. I do send information. Me stung side of the man with the camera. Me stung side of the man with the camera makes a shake me and I said, Jano,
Jano.
rough.
I'm just
Rough.
happy say that man. Unfortunately, I don't remember his name. Me just happy because the man literally just show. It's like he just give me the information and he show me on the screen and he show me and then he look and he highlight something to me and say, "See the Cavaliers get the ball in the 23rd, the 20th this and 29, and look, every ball went here. Every ball went there. So this is an issue for us. We have to fix this. You know them talk. This is the issue. We have to fix it. And me I said, Jesus Christ, we not get what they don't get out here. Because me know speed them nah see that the man do, you know.
And then Cavaliers would never change because that them practice and I'm gonna do it right through. So it come like you can say, all right, we could stop this. And we stop this now, them nullify and then we can attack them. And once we play the ball and have them run up and down fast, them bound to get tired because stamina will go down. Fitness tell you that. Once you run out the ball and you play the ball fast,
Yeah.
you are going to break down, brother, no matter what you're thinking of this world of football. Yeah? Yeah?
Jaja.
And then now the quality and the individual chippy now with Cincinnati. Kicky ball pass a goalkeeper.
So Cincinnati have better quality, but yet still they use technologies to even get a next advantage over you. Yeah, we bound to fail. We can't win. Can't win.
And them didn't have preseason. And them never look
Eh?
fit neither. Them didn't have preseason and never look fit, none at all.
Eh. But guess what? Then get themselves up to a point to get the job done. So that is what I rationalize with Mount Pleasant. They're supposed to get themselves to a point for know so they have these things to do and them have to get the job done. No excuse. None.
Bro, listen to me, people. Listen to me, people in the comment section. And persons who now comment and persons who are listening. Right? Persons from Mount Pleasant, coaching staff, or persons from Cavaliers as well. Right? When I brag around our boats. These things are proven to work in football. The test makes. We're journal.
Not in their country, man.
We're journal. We're tactical journal. We're the goalkeeping journal. Bro, these tests has been proven, right? Why you test people, Cavi Mix? Why you test people? Tell me now. Why you test people?
You want to know their ability, what level they are at.
At the end of the day, what you want to know on the field from a particular player are your average players them. What you want to know? When you do a test and you get the information, what do you want to know as a coach? On the bench, going into a game.
You ask me pertaining to it depends on if I'm doing a physical test, more want to know how.
No, what I say is that what you want to know overall, generally, as the coach, when you select your players, put them on the field, what do you want to know based on the test that you have run? You compile it now.
More want to know fundamentally, one, physically, how long they can play at high intensity. One.
Right.
Two, I want to know technically if they have the ability to receive the ball in three different phases: under pressure, without pressure, or limited pressure. I need to know which player I can ask to go further up the field, because the further up the field you are, is the more you're going to have to receive the ball under greater pressure. So based on your technical work, you would understand which players can deal with receiving the ball under that pressure. Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, you want to know the player's ability in terms of in decision making. Who normally makes good decisions under pressure? That's
So that's
critical.
so that test is basically like a theoretical test, an exam.
Yes. So hold on now. It can be theory. Generally, you would ask. You see, one of the things, you see, football need to be like a school. When you teach football, you need to. So if you go on the field, if you go on the field and you teach. Say for example, I come on the field today and we are gonna do some attacking drills. And I said to the players, say, players, tell me the different space. If I am a defender, tell me the different spaces in which you can attack me. Nobody don't know. And then you said to them, so there are 4 spaces in front of a defender. 4 spaces around a defender. One in front of him,
One
one
beside
to
him.
either side, and
That's it.
one behind him. Not sure.
4, yeah?
Now, your decision will and how you interpret the game will decide to you which space to exploit at which time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you tell a player that and you start teach them that before you get, and then 2 days down the road, you bring them in one class and you ask them, what the space is there where you can attack? Everybody look for you like them, then dog. You know, say, a mad people you have in front of you, you need to run left that cause.
And most mad people, everybody learn different things. And if you put them in the classroom, and if you put them in the classroom and give them pen and paper and write down, and they test them again, I believe that you're supposed to have an exam. You're supposed to carry them to the classroom, Mr. Meeks,
No,
and
you
teach
know,
them
20,
and pass the
2018
exam.
when I was at Charlie Mount and we won Ben Francis, you know, I wrote down each position and I wrote down the attacking responsibility of a goalkeeper and the defensive responsibility of the goalkeeper. I wrote down everything for everybody and I gave them the paper and they had to practice it, read it, and research. They had to
Sure.
practice, rehearse it. They had to know when the team had the ball, what is their responsibility. And they had to know when the team don't have the ball, what is their responsibility. That is one of the things that we did there. And
Word.
over the
And
years,
test.
we
The test.
realized this aspect of the football is non-existent in Jamaica. Because
And the test.
first to comment, if you go to a professional team in Jamaica or a semi-professional team and you ask them a basic question, why is it that when the ball go forward, the coaches normally ask the defenders to come at the half line? Many people go and say to you, yeah, sit outside. You know? That I first thing they're going to say to you.
They don't know that. See, I try close on the
I
space.
just that them going to say to you. Then now go recognize say you reduce space for your midfielders can't work. Yeah?
Because space is very important.
Then no, we have persons at the Premier League level where there is these basic things. They don't know how much space there between a defender. Front, side, back. Them don't know them something there.
They may
They
know
don't
the
know
treat.
why
They
we
may know the
come up
different type.
here.
Well, they may know the different type of scanning.
They don't know the different type of scanning. They don't know why you do this.
Why
And it goes
why you keep possession of the ball? Just a
precisely.
pass
Some
off the
people
ball.
feel to keep position for the ball. Like Mount Pleasant yesterday. Mount Pleasant yesterday, keep position of the ball just to keep position of the ball. They have no keep position for try to do something. You know, see a plan, then just keep the ball. Hey, why you keep the ball? What is the reason? There is a reason for keeping possession of the ball, people. You know, just keep position for keep position sake. No, if you look at it and see, these are basic fundamental knowledge that players should have. So
And
when
coach
they on the
and
field and
coaches
then
and coaches and the
and
coaches.
coaching. So when they on the field and
Remember,
then
well,
receive
never
the
tell
ball
me.
and then decide to drop off and start keep possession of the ball, they're supposed to know why they are do it. They're supposed to set up themselves in a position that, hey, we are keep possession of the ball and we are pull them out to create space for exploit. Meanwhile, we are do that, some persons are setting up in a position that once the space created now, boom, we're going through it. The
And
other
we are
players
gonna
up
attack.
there
And
say,
we're
no,
not
I
gonna
look
turn back the
down and I
ball.
say, okay, I don't need to come into that position. My job now is to look at the space that is created and get myself in it at the right time so that the ball can come and we exploit. These things are fundamental aspects of football, and many persons in Jamaica don't know these things. And then the sad part is, I know that you have coaches in Jamaica who knows these things. I know it, but I will not be given an opportunity because I am not in the mingle and calling people and begging and this. We not do it. What we do? We just recycle coach. See one big coach we gone back a humble lion. Then say a big coach never win nothing but him a big coach. He just recycle around. Until a time him fail again, them send him away. And then he recycle again. Yeah?
Hey,
And
Meeks, I make the
yeah?
money hate me now.
No. You notice I not call no name? Me not call no name. So who know. Who don't know, I wonder who me I talk about. But me not call no name. But the reality is the reality, Bridget. The reality is the reality. Some of the coaches that they're ranked as big coaches need to go back to basic, understand the theoretical fundamentals of the sport. After they understand, they have to figure a way how to get players to understand that aspect before you can get them to start physically and practically do it. That's all.
All right, let me ask you a question. Mr. Meeks. If you had Cavaliers team, what type of football you could play with the crap of players that Cavaliers have now?
It's kind of difficult to say that because, for one, seeing Cavaliers, some of the players who look like a runny player, maybe you get them in a session and start work with them, you realize that they're untouched players. So I can't really speak about that without knowing the player's ability individually. But what I would know, me personally, would want to get a balance between running and keep possession.
Pablo
So
said, that's why I told Yancey yesterday, all we do is recycle, coach.
yeah, we just recycle them, and you know what? Nothing is wrong with recycling. If let me justify, if a coach was fired or left a job, and then that coach went and do a course to try improve his ability and then come back, then yes, because that coach would have even learned 1-2% or 1-3%, even 5% more knowledge of how to get players to be playing better. But most of these coaches, when they left one, they not do nothing. They just sit down, call them friend, call, beg and ray until they land one job again. And then the cycle continues again.
But Mr. Meeks, you have to remember saying, you see, we as a person, we don't have no big name. We not go upon the interviews and we talk about transition from left to right and play the ball through the channels and the progressive zone and the this and that zone and this team is this team and we want to eliminate this team and next year will be better. Just that the management believe in me and we not talk them tight nice and fancy ways. I we don't really make nice on the bench. We train a team and we put them out there for play. We not go up on sideline and go, and make a bag
Ah,
of names and
I
turn
will share something with
commentator.
people. I will share something with people.
We train team. Where we go up on the bench, we sit down and watch team play football. Because anyhow you have to go up on bench and if you run left, right, and down on the sideline and tell boy what to do on the field, you're born for disaster. When you
Yeah.
go to them big match, them is a mix. All the hell the boy them are here.
Yeah.
Your coaching career I got short because you got develop thyroids in them players
Yeah.
there. You gonna get what they call this?
So
What is it name sir?
you
A bigger
cancel them.
bigger fat sort of rag.
Yo, and see, let me share something with the people them. A lot of them probably know that I used to coach a particular school in St. Catherine. 2018 we won Ben Francis. 2019 some issues happened. And I was in a position where I was asked to return to the team. I agreed. And when I returned, only to inform that persons who are sponsoring the team had an issue with me The issue they had is that I was not coaching the team on match days. And they didn't like that because the good coaches coach on match days. They said that I just sit on the bench and occasionally I get up and say something and then sit on the bench. And they had a problem. They wanted a coach that will come and coach day in, day out. And you know me faced it. Me said to them, say, well, if that you want, it not go happen. Because if me have your team for 5 months or 4 months I prepare, and me have to come on the bench and tell the boy them what to do, everything for do. On the field is either me mad or them mad. But I believe that I coach them and I put in all the hard work in preparation. And on match days, my task now is to sit back, relax, and enjoy my work and watch how they destroy people. Occasionally, me have to say something because sometimes they can't pick up one tactical action of the other team, and me will pick it up and we will highlight it to them. Not true?
Mm-hmm.
And based on that, they fire me. And when they fire me, then go for
They
one
never
big.
fire them. They never rehire you. They never fire.
They never rehire me. And then go for one big coach who coach 24/7 on the bench. And the big coach never get the team to the second round. And the big coach run left the job after a while.
Job they can't pay him, man.
Eh?
Monkey money, job they can't pay him.
So, brother, me know what me know, you know, brother. And me can say this and me will always stick to this. Any coach where you see after telling players what to do in every situation on the field, the reason why he have to do that is because he never teaching players them properly in the preseason. And he never creates scenarios in a training so that players can know how to adjust to different issues in the game. And that is why him have to come and a coach everything, Virgin, not a backside.
Not a backside.
Not a backside. The last time I go to one school at St. Catherine, I didn't have to do it. I direct them. The reason why I didn't have to direct them is because we get the team in the 20,
6 to
the
7
20,
weeks. 76 weeks.
eh?
76 weeks before the competition starts.
Eh, but no man, remember I said the last week where we didn't think we never have because the school cut the camp and something. So 5 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then the first week where we start the training with the team, by the end of the first week, they then come and run off 10 more boy off. So I basically have 4 weeks we didn't take and prepare that team. Then. So me know so they need lacking in terms of a lot of things. So me need have to try guide them. And brother, it only
Got worse.
concrete my theory in my mind that you as a coach shouting on the sideline makes absolutely no sense. If players don't understand, no
There's
matter
nothing you
what
can
you
do.
do, they just not understand.
You can't blame them.
So all of that, it just highlight in my mind say, you know, something right all along. Because sometimes some people are say certain things and I do certain things, and you start to wonder if you're right. You know that little doubt are creeping, but you say, no man, me right. But you see, after that season me realize I'm right. Because quite a few match, a lot of people don't come because a lot of people never believe in anything because they know what didn't happen. And so the players could have hear. And brother, they couldn't fix it, brother.
So this is one important thing when it comes on to football, Cavi. This is an important thing when it comes on to football, Cavi mix. You see that something what they call SWOT analysis, where you look for your
Hey,
strength.
no, hold on. The last message, I want you put it up.
Yeah, I soon go to that mix. Wait, man. Your
I don't want
strength.
the crowd out. I mean, I
You're
see.
not crowd out, man. We are talking about the SWOT. I'm not going to figure to me, I say. So,
That's
the
about the
SWOT,
SWAT and
the SWOT analysis, Cavi mix. Your strength, your weakness, your opportunities, and your threat. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. If you in the football industry not using those, using that headers are that big, those words to put things into consideration and to break down things and ask yourself, what are the factors can affect me from winning a competition, and minimize and enhance on the good parts of your SWOT analysis, such as your strength. You know, minimize the weaknesses, minimize the strength, maximize on the opportunities, and maximize on your strengths. Cabinets. Yeah. Now, what Mount Pleasant in this case needs to do is to find out where they are going wrong and what they can improve. So they need to sit down with management, with club, with coaches, look at what they are doing wrong, because they are doing something wrong, wrong, and they need to find out that quickly before it's a next disappointed season again. Yeah.
Mm.
And the same thing goes for the same school that we were at. They need to do a SWOT, figure out what's their strength, figure out what is their weakness, figure out what is their opportunities, figure out what is their their threats, and minimize on the negative part of it, because you can't solely eliminate them in a mix. Something I got there, you know. Some defaults are going there all the while. But I am guaranteed, I know that you can minimize on some of the contraindications. Right or wrong?
You're right, man.
Some basic things that a football players
Bring
need.
up when you're done. Bring up Sham 6.
Some basic things that a football need at the high school level should be given unto them. When you don't have those basic needs, you are bound to crash. No matter how good you be as a coach. You can carry them to a level, but the maintaining them at a level is not coach. It's the infrastructure, is the care of the player, stuff like that. Off the ball things as well plays a big factor in football. The off the ball things, Mr. Meeks, plays a big factor in the football as well. Yeah? And if you can tap into that as management, as school, as club, you are going to be in serious problems. Let's go to the message. All right.
Sham 6.
So, Mr. Meeks, why the coaches at the top level are on the sideline giving out instruction? Don't they do coaching and technical and tactical work in training?
Hey, all right now. I don't think
Educating.
the coaches on the sideline are give out instruction. There is a certain point of the game where they come and them talk. Why? Because something probably is happening on the field that he recognize that his players are not picking up on. Do you realize that Pep Guardiola come out in the area, make some show, then he go back and sit down? But in Jamaica, you know what they want me to do? Stand up and I shout everything. That can't work.
Commentate the game and call it.
Commentate. No, that can't work.
You have a commentator already. When you go a match with your sportsman that they unseen sports and military go now, our job that.
No. For some persons who want that, some players, if you come on the sideline and start shout out their names, they play worse.
True.
So
And,
as
and,
a coach,
and then Mr. Mix, me cut you. How our coach communicate with them player in a stadium where you have 30, 50,000 people. Can those players hear what
they
the coach
can't
is saying?
hear. They can't hear what you say. So it
So
boils
all them
down
get
to
the
coaching.
information, all the
Yeah?
information to cross. When them a try and give
They
into all it cross.
sometimes they will get a player, whisper something in him ears, and the player go across, or they will send a little note. Whatever, them have them different ways to get it across. But what I always say to my players, I always say, if you recall pre-season, normally sometimes we have a little chat, and we say to them, say, Bridging, you don't have to understand, say you can't depend on coach for tell you what to do in every situation. You have to do it yourself because some of you have the dream and aspiration to go pro and go in a big stadium and play with big crowd, how is it that you're going to expect the coach to shout under that intensive noise for you here? So you have got to take some responsibility, Virgin. So when somebody do something with you, focus on understanding it. Because if you understand something, you will do it even under pressure. It's when you have the doubt in your mind and you're unsure, you start to do madness in a Virgin. And when we say that, I am speaking that technically the person is competent. We're talking about a player who has the ability and you're getting them to understand what you want them to do in different phases of the game. If they understand from training, through to practice games, come to season, some games they're going to perform poor. It's just natural. Because sometimes some moments can get the better of a person and them underperform. That is why I said to you that this concept wanna say that players no want it and what the term you use and saying?
Hungry.
What the term yeah?
Hungry.
No hungry. Me not agree with it. It's not true. It's not true. Especially a player at Mount Pleasant. I know that players who's at Mount Pleasant want to play for Mount Pleasant. Then don't want to go to another club for financial reasons. Eh? So when they say they're not hungry, that's not true, bro. That's not true, and see.
Continue.
So from this up, me understand.
Read that comment. Read that comment there. So somebody say Unai Emery doesn't sit down.
But him doesn't. He don't shout everything. Him just full of energy and enthusiastic on the bench and watch and jump and yeah. Me I talk about shout every instruction. The ball a come over. Bucket! Control, control. Turn, turn, turn. Pass it to him, pass it. See man over there. No man, that a madness. Madness. That's what me have to say now, Ansi. I mean, not stop so. Me probably never get a coaching job because of my mindset. I strongly believe say no coach not supposed to coach for no match day. You're supposed to instruct, come up and when there's something happen and the players them now pick up, you get a message out there quickly and fast and adjust and but for your head clear, keeper, look next side. No sir. No sir. What your view, Ansi?
Well, Mr. Mix, you say everything were right. You say everything were right. And I understand why people are saying Unai Emery does not sit down. Sit down doesn't mean that you stand up and you attack. You can coach can't stand up, supposed to know and sit down, him stand up. But the information me I talk about commentating the game, parish council, use a brain. Yeah? Parish council, use a brain. Stand up no means you attack, brother. Or stand up in the technical area. Speed stand up in the technical area yesterday. When the match just starts, Speed sit down. And then him stand up. You think they play them a year with Speed step on the sideline? And when him call, when you get a little break and him call him on the side, him talk to them can't hear. And maybe the closest player to him can't hear. So I say mix.
Yeah.
Otherwise, from that, the player would over there, so Calvin now hear him say. Steen now hear him say. Good now hear him say. If good no good no, in dead out there, they might kill him. Kim only been like kill him if he never go down and play. Eh?
And
Right, right.
Bailey look like he no remember how we play football yesterday. When the man when Gooden have him lock up over there. He no remember how we play football.
Schoolboy football player. Harry. Schoolboy football player. Start centre back.
Eh? Lord of his mercy.
Eh?
But don't remember how we play football, yeah, man. But last, Jaja. Me I said, no, sir. No, sir.
And then we get up every day and talk about this and with that and with Ray and with Tay.
But
and this and that.
Coaching in the game is a culture of Jamaica, you know. You realize that when you go matches, people on the sideline will shout out instruction to players.
Paris County is a madman, you know. This is Paris comes right. Players can hear them coach when 8,000 people in the stadium. Talk the
80.
players coach.
80.
He said 8,000, 80,000, 80,000.
80,000 that brother.
This man mad, brother.
See Kalim the pan line. Big him up.
Kalim Price, big up yourself, Kalim Price in the building. Yeah, man. Looking forward to seeing the schoolboy football
Yeah, may I come watch you, General.
drop some ball, yeah? I don't know if he's going to drop ball for him school, but it's going to be somewhere
Oh,
where him
by the
can.
way, congrats, boy. I hear say you pass your subject them. Kalim. You passing keep them.
Mm-hmm.
Parish Council the players can hear them coach all when 80,000 people in the stadium.
First comes to mad. That's impossible. Just the fact, if he even sit down and think about it makes it impossible.
Jaja. Rough. But I know which coach I gonna do that still.
Bro,
Everybody have
next,
something.
the way our Jamaica thing poor. We can have a fine,
In past 4. Big up you. Big up, big up, big up, big up. A college thing there. Big up, big up. What you say now?
any update on the National Youth Premier League JPL 2. I don't know about that. And I have a clue about that, Mario.
I didn't hear something about it, but I never hear nothing much. I just want
So,
to
me, so
source.
a recommendation for Mount Pleasant. Now, Mount Pleasant.
The recommendation for me is that Mount Pleasant need to use them resource. They need to change them style of preparation in
Mm-hmm.
terms of how them prepare. Them training need to mimic a
Oh,
professional team, not a like
okay.
a amateur team. They need to be specific in their trainings, the weaknesses of players, and the training should take on a different look in terms of from the morning going right through to the specific task. So the fundamentals of football is speed, strength, technical ability, understanding, and tactical ability. And when you talk about technical ability, we are talking about skills, one-on-one skills, shooting, all of that. So your training for a day must encompass all elements of the game. So all elements of the game need to be practiced during the day. You supposed to be able to design a session based on times that you think is fit as the coach for each areas. Within that, you give players time to recover and etc. And you get out all of what you want in terms of the understanding and knowledge to the player. If I have a winger, for example, Bailey is on the wing yesterday and Bailey cannot beat a player one-on-one. And you're going to tell me, say, him at the Premier League level, so you know to try to fix it. You can't try to give Bailey one skill this year. Next year, if he's still there, you give him 2 skills. So now Bailey would have be dangerous because that's difficult to pick up which one of the move him are going to make. Not sure.
Yeah. Mr.
You
Mix, hard,
look at
You are going to look
content.
at this. Listen to me.
Eh?
You're going to, this is what I would do with my wingers. I'm going to look at the defender because it's easy for track. You can know the defenders we are going to go up against. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? And then teach your attackers to outsmart them, which part of them body them strong and they can push the ball and forget better at them. Simple. We're not like Jamaica. We think so once we teach one system, Cavi mix, I hit that. We'll just go up on the field and go beat people.
So I think Cavaliers supposed to have this model as well. Arnett Garden supposed to have this model. Portmore should have this model. And when you look at the Premier League team, these Premier League teams need the management, the coaches need to revamp their thinking of football. Football past the days where you have one two session a day training where you train everybody and then just play ball and that is it. And you make them run and work on fitness. You need development. We need to stop the foolishness and accept that what we are doing is not working. And we need to try something different.
So, for example, Cavaliers meets 8 o'clock in the morning, players coming, right?
Yes.
Now, they're going to work on specific muscles using the bands.
All
Correct?
right. Hold on, no.
Let
Pause.
me do my
No,
part.
hold on, no, we just talk about this. Now, when we talk about specific muscles, there are some muscles that generally are important where gym itself now go work on, So you have focus on them like something there in that session there.
Like,
And
like,
flexibility and
like, like,
flexibility.
like your abductor longus. Those muscles in the
Yes, sir.
groin. The
Yes,
vas
sir.
lateralis.
Yes, sir. And you have focus on, you see the
The
joints
femoris muscle.
to reduce injuries and them something there. And
Hey, people.
flexibility.
What
That
do
are the
them
thing
feel
where you
and see
want
that
to
done?
start out.
I want to feel
Right?
and see that done. I want to feel and see
All
that
right.
done.
Next thing, Unseen. Next thing. So you
All right.
hit the
So,
nail on the head. Boom.
yeah. So you do that now in the morning now. So this morning now makes me not go up on the field yet until maybe the evenings the
Unseen.
evening
Hold
session.
on, man. Hold on. I want you to
So,
continue. You say in
all right.
the
So,
morning, 8 o'clock, then do that.
now
What
just a
after?
second, maybe you might say, you carry them up on the field. So I say that one me I do me I carry them up on the field. All right. So the man them come, them work on them those muscles. All right, me I carry them up on the field. Anyway, work on those muscles with the bands. Bam, bam, bam.
And
Right?
you do injury prevention in that session too.
Right. Injury prevention, and then they do stretching, flexibility
Stretching,
stretching.
flexibilities,
Right?
yes.
Right? PNF stretching. We call it PNF stretching. I can't remember the P. That one long piece of road go right around, so we didn't teach me now. Muscle therapy class. I can't remember
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Anyway, so PNF stretching, and yeah, focus on getting the muscles them flexed so that when you go up on the field, a man can pull up on all the things. So you have the injury prevention, stretching and so on. Then after that, Kavi, I either can go on the field and work on individual stuff, or I can do a dance class. Dance
I
class.
would I would I would I would do something different. I would make them get something to eat now.
No, well, I know. That's why I said to you, say, I wouldn't go on. I can do dancing, or what I can do is to make let them go and eat some food, breakfast. So then I get
Yeah.
them different. Them get in the cafeteria here with all the food them just line up and fruits like when they got hotel. Or something that I want to do my thing.
The
And
food
I think
has
we think
it's,
Mount Pleasant can do that.
no the food now
What
have
you
to be
think me?
yes man, then can do it.
So
They can do it.
all right. So you walk, you pick up your food, yeah. You
The,
walk, you
the
pick
food
up your
and
food.
now the next thing if I was the head coach, from the minute me ever say agree to a contract, me have to find out what you eat, what you're picky with. Because if what I think is good for you in terms of what I want and you don't eat it, me no want you as a player. Me go look somebody else.
Nutrition wise, that means you have to have a
Nutrition,
nutrition
yeah.
coach. You have
So
to have a
that
coach of
aspect,
nutrition. So
so
him have to
part of the agreement when me I recruit you, part of the agreement me I go inquire about that part of it. So if say for example, me say all players must eat a certain portion of vegetables every day and fruits. And then me find out that this player don't want to eat vegetable and this player don't want to eat fruits. Me no bother sign it because me not going to force you to eat it. Me just have find players who good enough we can do what me want and get my result. Not sure.
nutrition is one of the biggest things in football.
Nutrition is one of the most important thing, brother.
And them can afford it. So after that mix, after the food part, them pick up them food, them eat them fruits, them get them proper, food from each food group, you build energy and so on. Then after that, you gotta give them a time period now for digestion. In
Yeah.
that time period of digestion, they can either play a game. You have a game what them call the scanning game where you put on something over your face, and you say scan, 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 scan. It's a
That,
scan.
that, that called footballing IQ. So you have improved them footballing IQ in that time. Continue, because you're the on par, you're the on par. What next
Right?
after?
Just a
So then
scan. You must
digest
scan.
now.
Or you can use
Hold
or
on,
you
hold
can
on
do
and see.
you know what I mean?
Hold on, no, before me, you are doing me just say something for people so they not twist no story. and write their own narrative. Remember that food has a time to digest. There's a percentage of time which the players, after eating, will make them sit and rest and recover and do what they do to let the food digest. Then, at that point now, we have come to the IQ thing where you develop scanning and awareness. Eh? Agree?
Yes.
All right, continue now. After that, what next?
Hold on. All right. So after that, Mr. Meeks, after them do that now, then you can go. So all right, you go up on the board now. You have a session where you start teaching tactics. Because tactics is not for the coach only; it's for the players. Tactics. So you're gonna teach tactics. All right. Tactics. So the tactics now, you show them what may I play, we are play, why we do this, why we do that. And everybody who come in the room Kevin Meeks, they must come in with a book and a pen.
All right, what I would do different right there is I wouldn't go to tactics. What I
Mm-hmm.
would do is that I would go to individual work. What
On
I
the
mean
field,
by individual, yeah,
on the field.
individual, yes. A 40 minutes individual work where I would group my attackers. My attackers, if I want you to work on your shooting and your 1v1 skill, I have them that. Meanwhile, I have the defenders that work on reading the game, when to chop
But
off.
remember, each day can be different, So it
Yeah,
can work.
but hold on now and see. In my opinion, hold on, let me say, in my opinion, because of how Jamaica is lacking in terms of the correct development, I would want to do this at a system every day until they improve. When you do it overseas where the players have certain knowledge, then you can skip certain things and do it daily, different days. What I would do every day is that I would have the same system but different activities, different days,
Right.
but the
So let me
objectives
say.
are the same.
So let me say. So me not think. But me understand what you that do still because I would do the same thing, but maybe not at that time of the day. I mean, I do it in the evening.
Hmm.
Maybe you want to do team workout in the evening, but me want to make sure
Teamwork
them
go
get.
on doing that
But
evening.
me make sure I want get them have the bloody hell information them head first before go up on the field, and that important, Kevin, because me remember me the on field and know what to do. Why? Because me don't know it in my head. So
No,
that
remember me and you are arguing, we not argue. We are describe how we are set out the training plan. So you
yeah, but me
tell
I
me
say
your
no,
thing, and
Kevin
then
Meeks.
me I do mine. So
I
you move
believe
on to the next thing now.
this is my
You move on.
this is my philosophy. This is how me look on it. If you don't tell the child what to do or the player what to do, there's no way that player can be genius to go up on the field go do it.
So move on now. Move on now.
All right, we can
You
move
say
on.
you da go with the tactical session. Me say me da do individual training, right? That's it.
On the pitch, on the pitch. So
Yeah.
the tactical session, and then now we move to the pitch.
Yeah. What next?
Then now in that session now it's not a team session now. It's basically breaking the different areas apart. So defenders coach work with defender, somebody work with midfielder, somebody will work with attackers. Right? So
Hmm.
each coach have them areas my work with them, have them plan and get them plan because all the coaches meet and then get them plan. Cool?
Yeah.
And everybody at work. Then them come back off now, right? When them come back now, them get them lunch.
All right. What I would do next after me have the individual training is
Mhm.
that I would have a recovery session. The recovery session can either be a massaging session or it can be a pool, where them going at the pool and relax and etc. etc. So that me that do next. From there, so now then I come back and go into small game, football in IQ. When me bring back the concept of scanning and everything, and then I play small games. But
So
the
that will be
small,
your final session, right?
eh?
That will be a final session.
No, my
See,
final session would be the tactical session.
so basically, Mr. Meeks, your objective, your plan, your general plan for that day, right? The
Mm.
objective would have start from 8 o'clock in the morning and then the final session would have finished at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, somewhere there, so yeah.
Make a whole heap of sense.
That feeling. But in between all of that, then I get them rest, then recovery, then I get everything, then I get them food. And so what I would do is to ensure that all of the fundamentals within a football match that you need for
It's
players
done
to be
every day.
efficient on the field is done every day. Every day. So you see the tactical session where you say where you discuss, that would be my last part. So I would bring them in the room, explain to
So you
them
feel,
what is
so you,
expected,
so
and
you
then
feel
we
that
go on the field for the last hour and a
psychologically
half.
wise though. Psychologically wise though, Meeks. After all of that work in the morning, you feel like they are going to be in the right space of mind to sit down for the next hour maybe to listen to people from board and write down things.
No, my tactical session would not be an hour. My tactical session would be just an overview of what we want, and then we'd focus on the specific objective for the session. So suppose me have 10 objective overall to get the team to play properly. Each session me only have focus on one aspect of it.
Right?
So when we focus on the one, so me say, gentlemen, this is the system we're going to play. Now, me explain the formation this, but when we play, this is what I want to have. These are the different spaces. You have the wide space, half space, the midfield. And me explain how I want each person, when to come in and which space and something, and me show them. Me say, okay, today, what we're going to do is to focus on how to overload a zone when we are attack. And when we overload the zone, we're going to focus on overloading the zone with the ball, or we're going to focus on overloading a zone where the ball is not, knowing that the ball is going to come there shortly. Not sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we just focus on that. That is the session. Hour or hour and a half. Boom. That's it. Now when they come back the next day and we are going to the tactical session, then after talk to me about what was done before. And
At
if me
what
don't
point
feel like, and if me don't feel like them master it to the point where me think them should, we go back over that session until we get players to the level where we're at. Now, based on this, I can measure at the end of the day, and I can tell you, say, okay, my team will be playing at this level because I know out of my 10 objectives for them to be playing at high level, they only master 4 or 5. During the season now, me continue and me start to improve and improve. So gradually as the competition go on, the team supposed to get better and better because they start master the whole concept of the playing style. But we don't rush it. Sometimes you see some coach
no, it
getting
can't be
caught up.
rushed, Gavi. You know, it can't be rushed
Sometimes
because
you see some coach get caught up in a some system where they feel like say boy time around and then just move on. But then the youth them not understand you so and then you are gonna come now up on the match there and I coach them that. They don't know, they don't get it. I waste your time and see. Waste your bloody time. That stress yourself. Cause
what
yourself
what can a what
you
can a
know,
player learn in 2 hours? What for each day?
you
Limited
can't learn
amount of
nothing.
limited amount of stuff. There are so much thing on the football field. Even the training plan what we do, what we say we do, can't cover everything. But the key
But no,
important thing
no,
though, Kabi, hold on. The key important thing though, Kabi means is the evaluation. The evaluation and the recommendation after each session. I think after each session, you must sit down with the players, still with what you say you're gonna do, the tactical thing you say you're gonna do, and then you evaluate. Because you say you're gonna evaluate. All right. Say, Sula Makala, how was the session today? What do you think we could have improved and what do you think you learned today? You know, Jamal Topi, in terms of your weakness in this area, what do you think you need to do to improve so you can, be smarter? One of the things that you won't get is speed, but if you have the knowledge to to go in this space and go into this space and stop the player from getting that long ball over your head.
you'll be
These are
okay.
some of the things. The evaluation part of it.
Yo, at
Evaluating.
2:30 now, brother. We need to wrap up now.
Evaluating. Yeah?
Yeah, you hear me?
The ear covering me. You like run so. You teach the people. People them are learn, people are tuning into the thing.
2 hours and 30 minutes now, Virgin.
So all right, we need to have a coaches corner then.
Yeah.
do
What
one
is
show.
that?
I could do this for one different for one show. Coaches corner, planning a session. I got properly write it down. What you would do mix, and then me proper write down my session for. We gotta do it week, 1 week, so we can see the difference between each day. So we have day one, day two, present it on the screen. Day one, day two, in this plan. Yeah?
Yeah, man. People need to come on because they really need to see we are no idiot.
All right. People, big up on yourself, Mr. Meek. Say I'm gonna run. Maybe we'll come back in the middle of the day. Come do some track and field. Showing all the track and field youngsters, the under 20 juniors. They are in Lima, Peru, and they are going to represent Jamaica in that championships. All right. We have all the information of the athletes who are going to run in each event. So tune in on Unseen Sports TV and Alpha Tour Sports for those information. Like, subscribe, and share on your way out. People, Mario Russell, Lanesha, Parish Council, who there? Sham 6, yeah, Bass Thomas, Early B, JPL fans, Sports on the Ball, Mile and Cut, you know.
Early B, Linstead Early B.
I don't know, you know. Jeremiah, big up yourself. You don't know it go. Christopher Wright, One Love. Jamal Allen, big up yourself. You know it go already. Shaban Peart, always I give trouble, but big up yourself. Bam Sports, big up. You know it go already. Yeah, man. Big up on yourself, everybody who show Unseen Sports is support. Yeah, you don't know the big up part. And the person who not comment, enough love and respect to him. Yeah, man. Listen to Unseen Sports and um, El Futuro Sports. And I hope someone will learn something today. It's not too late for you to learn. It's not no hype thing or no ego thing or I want to say, yo, I have a chip on my shoulder or whatever. You get what I say? It's just for us to come together as one, fill ourselves with information, research and get ourselves better at what we are doing. It is as simple as 1, 2, 3. Yeah? You're not in a position when you're the boss. Say you can learn from somebody. You can learn from a madman. Right, Mr. Meeks?
That's the
Because
term. Madman cannot come out still.
the madman stay up on the road and live long. You ever think about it that Meeks? And you there, yeah, there'll be a problem, illnesses and all over them places. And them run up and down and make trouble and make nice. Strong as ever. You ever think about it?
Yeah.
Right. So you can learn from a madman. The point to me I say, people, don't matter which position you're in or where the post where you have in this country or wherever in the world you are, you can learn from everybody. So the word what them say makes the word to the wise is what?
Tell me.
You don't know. Them always have one saying, man, more you finish it. Can't remember the last part. Oh God, you have one thing when them always say at school, man, when them say about word to the ears or something like that. It's efficient. One bag of something them always talk. I don't remember it. But anyway, people who know it. You understand?
Hey. Big up for the people that will come on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to have you as usual. But sometimes some people just need to just listen. I mean, I say you gotta agree with everything what I'm saying, and I don't expect that because people think differently. But nevertheless, if you have something to say, I will listen and I will assess what you're saying in comparison to what I am saying and see if there's any truth. At the end of the day, we don't have to agree, but we don't have to quarrel and cuss and fight. Not sure.
Yeah.
Because we're smarter than that. But nevertheless, it is my opinion that Jamaica football is not improving at the rate that it ought to be improving because of our coaching methodologies and our systems that we are setting up within these clubs. Because these clubs are not designing their training sessions to improve individuals. The ideology that people have that they are professional or semi-professional players, so certain basic fundamentals should not be done. I don't agree. I think if you structure your program in such a way, you can incorporate all the elements to ensure that you get a efficient and productive team, and you should judge yourself based on the point that you take the team from to where they're at. And I will say the last Charlemont team that I had within 4 months, 4 plus weeks, I was proud of them, but I was sad for them because I think that they had potential. but they needed time to develop to get to be successful, and they lost games because of lack of preparation and lack of time to prepare. And from that, I have learned and I have improved myself as a coach, and I will continue to do so. And I will only accept information with base supporting evidence to justify what you're saying. Don't tell me an opinion without evidence to back that opinion. And anything that I say, anyone wants to challenge, I can give you the evidence to back it. And I strongly support what I say. So, what I say is not necessarily what Unseen says, because we have difference in opinions in some topics, but nevertheless, we have one common goal, and that goal is to see Jamaica football go to another level, and we can all smile and be happy about it. But it takes us all to visit the way we think. Think about what we're saying. Think about our opinions, what we think. Think about what is happening and what are the results, and how can we change for the better. So with that, people, big up, love and respect.
Leader come
Always.
in late. Leader listen how long and answer. Tomorrow, above you and Cavaliers were in the JPL 2. U17 final. Cavaliers won. Or JPL 2, then call it. The under 17 league. Mm-hmm. I then call JPL 2. Next.
I don't know. Maybe it looks so. Colin
That
say
come.
now play no schoolboy football.
Okay.
John O'Callaghan, you can go to town, go in a one school, Virgin. Or get one scholarship for college, Virgin.
No joke, man.
Eh?
I
God
am
JC or Georges, man.
you know about Margaret over there, sir.
I want no, man. Go JC or Georges or one of them. Woolmers. One of them school there with a good program. I want them school they have them quota base already.
Good league.
Anyways. Big up, big
Leader.
up, big up, big up.
Come on, you start job late, man. I hear this, I listen to. Anyway. I hope leader knows here Shantis was an idiot when he come on to coach. So, yeah. And you know, I'm going to give me flowers. And I predict the two love win and I'm give me flowers. But anyway, big up on yourself. People. We have more prediction we get right, same way. Because Shantis was an idiot. All right. Big up on yourself, people. What I'm saying? It's actually the JFF National U17 competition. Okay, leader. Leader, I'm going to shout, you know, come on, if you make the call, you know, to the youth, you know. Yeah. Anyway, Unseen Sports is going to be out. El Futuro Sports is going to be out. Pick up on yourself. You don't know the thing now. Already. Yeah, man. We are out of here.